The biggest reason people stay broke has nothing to do with bad luck, terrible timing, or even the economy. It's simpler than that. Most people quit right before they win. They give up 3 feet from gold. And this one mistake has destroyed more fortunes than every market crash, scam, and bad investment combined. Today, I'm going to show you exactly how this happens, why smart people fall for it, and how you can avoid becoming another cautionary tale. Let's dive in. The story nobody forgets. This story comes from Napoleon Hill. You know him. Think and Grow Rich. One of the most famous books on wealth ever written. But before all that success, Hill uncovered a story that would change how millions of people think about quitting. It's called 3 Feet from Gold. And it goes like this. Back in the early 1900s, a man named R.U. Darby caught gold fever. Everyone was talking about Colorado. Gold everywhere. People striking it rich overnight. Darby thought, why not me? So he did what most ambitious people do. He quit his job, invested his life savings, borrowed money from family, bought expensive mining equipment. And here's the crazy part. It actually worked. He found gold. Real gold. Not just a little. A lot. He was pulling so much gold out of the ground that he stopped worrying about money completely. He thought he made it. His family thought he'd made it. Life was good. But then something changed. The gold disappears. One day, the gold vein just vanished. The drill hit nothing. Just rock. Just dirt. Day after day. Week after week. Nothing. Darby kept drilling. He tried different angles. He worked harder. He stayed optimistic. But after months of nothing, he broke. He couldn't take it anymore. The debt was piling up. The pressure was crushing him. His family was losing faith. So Darby made a decision. He quit. He sold all his mining equipment to a junk dealer for almost nothing. Packed his bags. Left Colorado. Went back to regular life. Defeated. Now here's where the story gets painful. The junk dealer's move. The junk dealer didn't resell the equipment right away. Instead, he did something smart. He called in a mining engineer, someone who actually understood geology. The engineer came out, looked at the site, did some calculations, checked the drill angles, and then he said something that would haunt Darby forever. The gold didn't disappear. You were just drilling in the wrong direction. If you kept going, you would have hit the vein again. In fact, you were only 3 feet away. 3 feet. The junk dealer restarted the operation, drilled just a little further, and hit one of the richest gold veins in Colorado history. He made millions. Darby walked away with nothing. Same land, same gold, same opportunity, different mindset. One man quit. The other adjusted and kept going. And that decision changed everything. Why this story still matters in 2025. You might be thinking, cool story, but I'm not a gold miner. How does this apply to me? Fair question. But here's the thing. People quit 3 feet from gold every single day. In investing, in business, in life. They quit right before their YouTube channel takes off, right before their stock recovers, right before their side hustle becomes profitable, right before crypto rebounds, right before their skills finally click. And the worst part? They don't even realize how close they were. Let me show you exactly where modern investors make this mistake. Mistake number 1. Panic selling during crashes. This is the biggest one. Every time the market crashes, the same thing happens. Headlines scream, market in free fall. Recession incoming. Experts say sell now. And people panic. They sell everything, usually at the absolute worst time. Let me give you real examples. 2008 financial crisis. The S&P 500 dropped 57%. People sold in pure terror. The economy is over, they said. But if you held through it, the market fully recovered in 5 years. And then doubled. And then tripled. People who panic sold locked in massive losses. People who stayed patient became wealthy. 2020 COVID crash. March 2020. The market dropped 34% in 1 month. Fastest crash in history. Everyone panicked. This time is different. The world is ending. But guess what happened? The market recovered in 6 months and then hit all-time highs. If you sold in fear, you lost. If you stayed calm, you made a fortune. Same market, same companies, different decision. 2022 tech crash. Tesla dropped 73%. Amazon dropped 50%. Meta dropped 76%. People said tech was dead. I babol popid. Never investing in tech again. But those who held? Most of those stocks are back near all-time highs now. See the pattern? People quit 3 feet from gold every single time. They sell right before recovery, right before the rebound, right before the win. And then they watch from the sidelines as the market climbs without them. That's not bad luck. That's bad timing driven by emotion. Mistake number 2, quitting after one bad investment. Let's be brutally honest. Everyone loses money at first. Every investor, every trader, every entrepreneur. If you think you'll win every time, you're delusional. Warren Buffett has made bad investments. Ray Dalio has had losing years. Every successful person has losses in their history. But here's the difference. They didn't quit. Think about it. You wouldn't quit learning to drive after one mistake. You wouldn't quit learning a language after messing up one sentence. But people quit investing after one red month, one bad stock pick, one crypto that tanked. And they say, investing isn't for me. No, bad strategy isn't for you. Giving up on learning isn't for you. But investing? That's for everyone who's willing to learn. Most people quit right before experience kicks in, right before the lessons start paying off. 3 feet from gold. Mistake number 3, chasing fast money and quitting when it doesn't work. This one destroys so many people. Someone hears about Dogecoin going up 1,000%, GameStop squeezing, some random penny stock doubling overnight, and they think that's how you get rich. So they jump in. No research, no strategy, no plan, just hype. And when it crashes, because it always crashes, they lose everything. And then they say, investing is a scam. No, gambling is a scam. Chasing hype is a scam. Real investing is boring. It's slow. It's consistent. It's buying solid companies and holding them for years. It's dollar cost averaging into index funds. It's reinvesting dividends. It's not sexy, but it works. The problem? People quit because it's not exciting enough. They want fireworks. They want to double their money in a week. But real wealth doesn't work like that. Real wealth is built in the quiet, in the boring, in the consistent. And most people quit because they can't handle boring. Again, 3 feet from gold. The psychology behind quitting too early. Here's what most people don't understand. Your brain is wired to quit right before success. Seriously, there's actual psychology behind this. Loss aversion. Humans feel losses about twice as strongly as gains. Losing $100 hurts way more than winning $100 feels good. So when your portfolio drops, your brain screams, get out now. Protect yourself, even if logically, staying in is the right move. The pain of being close. When you're far from success, expectations are low. There's no pressure. But when you're close, that's when doubt creeps in. What if I fail now? What if I was wrong? What if I lose everything? That's when people panic and quit, right when they're closest to winning. Recency bias. Your brain overvalues recent events. If the market just crashed, your brain thinks it'll keep crashing forever. If crypto just pumped, your brain thinks it'll pump forever. But history shows the opposite. Markets are cyclical. What goes down usually comes back up. But your emotions don't care about history. They care about right now. And that's why people make terrible decisions. How smart investors avoid this trap. All right, enough problems. Let's talk solutions. Here's exactly how you stop quitting 3 feet from gold. Strategy number 1. Set rules before emotions take over. This is massive. Before you invest a single dollar, decide, when will I sell? Why will I sell? What's my exit plan? What's my time horizon? Not after the market drops. Not after you're panicking. Before. Write it down. Commit to it. Because when emotions hit, you won't think clearly. Rules protect you from yourself. Example, I'm investing in the S&P 500 for 20 years. I will not sell unless I need the money for an emergency. That's a rule. Stick to it. Strategy number 2. Think in decades, not days. Here's a fact that'll blow your mind. The S&P 500 has never been down over any 20-year period in history. Ever. Short term? Volatile as hell. Long-term, incredibly powerful. If you check your portfolio every day, you'll feel stress. If you check it once a year, you'll feel calm. Time in the market beats timing the market. Always. Strategy number 3, treat losses as tuition. Every loss teaches you something valuable. Risk management, position sizing, emotional control, patience. Rich people don't avoid losses. They learn from them faster than everyone else. If you lose money and quit, you wasted that lesson. If you lose money and learn, you just paid for education. Expensive? Maybe, but worth it if you never make that mistake again. Strategy number 4, boring wins. You don't need secret stock tips, inside information, complex trading strategies, fancy charts. You need consistency, time, discipline. Invest every month, even small amount. Let compound interest do the work. That's how real wealth is built, not through genius, through persistence. A modern example, Bitcoin. Let me give you a perfect modern example of this. Bitcoin, 2011. People bought at $1, sold at $10. 10x profit, I'm out. 2013. People bought at $100, sold at $1,000. This is the top. 2017. People bought at $1,000, sold at $5,000. Better safe than sorry. Then they watched it hit $69,000. Same asset, different patience. And yes, Bitcoin is volatile. Yes, it crashes. But the people who held through the pain, they're the ones who actually made life-changing money. I'm not saying buy Bitcoin blindly. I'm saying understand cycles. Most assets go up over long periods. But most people exit right before the big move. 3 feet from gold. Every time. This applies beyond investing. By the way, this lesson isn't just about money. It's about everything. YouTube creators quit right before monetization. Businesses quit right before profitability. Freelancers quit right before their first big client. Authors quit right before their book takes off. Most people give up right when momentum is about to kick in. Why? Because that's when it's hardest. That's when doubt is strongest. That's when it feels like nothing is working. But that's also when you're closest to breaking through. Success doesn't show up when you're comfortable. It shows up right after you feel like quitting. The question you need to ask yourself, next time you feel like giving up on an investment, a goal, or a dream, ask yourself this. Am I actually failing, or am I just 3 feet from gold? Big difference. One means stop. The other means adjust and keep going. Maybe you need to change your strategy, learn a new skill, get advice from someone experienced, be more patient. But quitting? That guarantees you'll never know how close you were. Napoleon Hill didn't share this story to make people feel bad. He shared it as a warning. Because quitting too early looks logical. It feels safe. It feels smart. But it's usually the most expensive mistake you'll ever make. Darby thought he was being practical. He thought he was cutting his losses. He thought he was making the smart move. But he quit 3 feet from millions of dollars. Don't be Darby. Be the junk dealer. Adjust. Learn. Keep going. Because the gold is closer than you think. If this story changed how you think about investing and quitting, smash that like button. It genuinely helps this channel grow. Subscribe if you want more real finance lessons that actually teach you something valuable, not just hype and fluff. And drop a comment below. Backhand index pointing right. What's one thing you almost quit on, but didn't? Maybe it was a side hustle. Maybe it was learning to invest. Maybe it was building something. Your story could be exactly what someone else needs to hear to keep going. Remember this. Don't quit. You might be just 3 feet from gold.